everyone, my name is Carmela and welcome to Melon Star Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Gemini for the for the week of August the 27th to the 31st. So this is going to be the last week of August. So it's just going to be a very simple reading like usual. First is the theme of the week. Second, your challenges. Third, your advice, and finally the gift or the result for the end of the week. Alrighty, so you have the 6th of Autumn as your first theme of the entire week. The 6th of Autumn deals with balance between giving and receiving. It's understanding that whatever you put out there would be eventually returned to you. Not that the reason why you put things out there is because you're going to receive them, but it's simply understanding that there has to always be a balance between giving and receiving. This is typically applied within anything that has to do. The autumn always speaks about finances, but it really could be applied to anything. Like if it's for relationships, is dissecting if you're giving or receiving, or there's an imbalance between you and your partner. If he's giving or she's giving more, or vice versa. So this is about understanding that when this card comes up in any reading, it's asking you to examine that, especially since it's the theme of the entire reading. It speaks about you asking yourself the questions: what can I do in order to balance this imbalance between those two opposing forces? Alrighty. Now you have the Justice as your challenge, which is interesting to have a challenge in this position. The Justice speaks about finally someone giving you a decision in your favor, but because your challenge is there, it's almost like that decision is not necessarily going into your favor. So how do you deal with that? Okay, the way I see it, it's almost like, let's say you're going into court for your child and you want to have full custody of your child, and you find out that you don't get that full custody, that you have to share custody with your ex partner. So this has to do with not necessarily getting what you wanted in the way that you wanted, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. The challenging part with this one is you don't always get what you want. But doesn't mean that there isn't a lesson within that difficulty of choice. A lot of the times you can't really control the way other people deal with, or the way other people's decisions are. The only thing that you can manage is the way you react and the way you perceive that external force. So it's about changing the way your thought systems, not looking at things like, as they say, with the glass half empty. Look at things with the glass half full. So think about the lesson that you could learn from a decision not going into your favor. It really is exercising a muscle that most of us don't exercise, but it's an opportunity rather than something horrible happening. Now you have the King of Spring as your advice for the reading. So this is the guidance that the cards are asking you to have. And the guidance are simply saying, go ahead and think about what you want to do for your life. And it sounds weird to say that, but what it's asking you is look at your own passions. The King is a very passionate card. He knows what he wants, he knows his skill sets, he goes for it, and there's no going back. So this is reaching for that opportunity in you. So let's say you were in a relationship, and the relationship, the person decided, because it's that decision someone else makes that's not in your favor, that person decided that they're no longer interested in pursuing this relationship. Well, the only thing that you have available that you can control is the way you nurture yourself. So that is asking you to think about yourself as this powerful being that is able to overcome and use your own passion. So maybe work on yourself to get out of that depression, I guess, or anything that that may feel after that relationship. But this is just an example of what some people might be going through, but it could be applicable to any aspect of your life. But it's asking you to reach within yourself and understand your own power and your own strength and your own value. That's the energy that's going to help you. If you know your own value, that's the energy that's going to help you. And finally, the Eight of Winter. The Eight of Winter is a challenging card, I'm not going to lie. But the way I like to see things, I don't like to see them as I don't like to see challenges are the end of or like a horrible thing. It's simply opportunities that you have. So at the end, the Eight of Winter speaks about someone that feeling trapped, or they feeling trapped by their own mind. So let's say, like we were speaking about a relationship ending that was not in your favor. That means that in your mind might be creating some blockage, not being able to move forward because someone else didn't, well, quote unquote, they rejected you. So this talks about that's all in your mind. So the fact that it's all in your mind means that you are the only person that has the power and the ability to get out of that mindset. So it's actually a really good card, especially since the fairy is just, she can't see it, but her way out is only a step way ahead. So that step way ahead is saying at the end of the reading, it may seem like it's the end, but it's actually just one step ahead to go forward. So I hope you guys like this reading. Thank you for watching, and please post some comments or subscribe to my channel. Thank you.